Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Great to hear Skylar Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest.
Yes, yes, y'all, you don't stop. Yes, y'all.
Season's greetings and Merry Christmas to everyone joining us here at 2K Sports. It's time for a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've risen to third in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're still a legit contender. Not quite meeting expectations, but you just know they're going to be shooting for the top spot as the season rolls along.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harden slides in at the 4 with Embiid in the pivot. Then there's Paul George, then it's Maxey, and it's McCain in at the 2. And for the Celtics, the 2 J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant, there's a lot to love about Christmas Day, not the least of which are the great NBA matchups we always get.
Oh, B.A., we've seen some Christmas classics over the years, haven't we? Something about playing on this holiday brings out the best in players and teams.
He was all alone on that one.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday from long range knocks down the long J.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's George. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
Sixers ball.
Embiid against Porzingis. The shot won't fall. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah, Holiday has the mid-range in his arsenal, boy. Doesn't matter where he is on the floor, you better contest.
Shakes him. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Outside Tatum. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Porzingis. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Pass to McCain. George against Brown. Martin outside. Let's go with a 3. Boston pulls it in. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series. So they're looking to correct that.
Now here's White. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
A nice shot by McCain.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Maxey. Jumps up, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Maxey is such a crafty finisher. Let him get to the rim, and he'll make the most of it.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
That free throw's good from Maxey. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges. Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big three, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside White. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge big man all night.
Allie, thank you. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. George finds Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. Up again. It's good on the putback.
This is Andre Drummond at his absolute best, being aggressive and assertive around the rim.
Brown scanning the floor. Shoots over George. Again, the miss by Boston. Philadelphia leading by 5. To the inside. Uses the glass on the layup. George has got 5 points.
They're really working the paint now.
Pass to Brown. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Count it.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That 3-level scoring coming into play.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
I'll tell you, overtime games usually are special, and this one qualified for that. But both teams absolutely gasped at the end.
A nice shot by Brown.
Jaylen Brown has tightened his handle, and that allows him to be effective as a pick-and-roll option.
Back to Maxey. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Knocks down the triple. 6 points for him.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, that's the intelligence that Derek White plays with. This guy in pick-and-roll action always seems to make the right decision.
Brown against George. Drummond, the screen on Brown. George for 3. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Springer in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. It's stolen by Oubre. Inside, here's Lowry. An easy two on the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Pritchard. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Jackson can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. They set the screen. Lowry, a good look. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Oubre against Tatum. Horford, a screen on Oubre. Tatum showing off the strength.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
All right, fans, here comes Celtics Entertainment, Level Series. All fans on the court, please know ice wall. It's time for some defense. Right now, fans.
Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Springer. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
Well, you look at Tatum. He occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. From 9 feet, Philadelphia with another miss. Boston's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. To the middle. That one's good. This game is all even. Tatum's got 6 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Martin outside. Back to Lowry. On the take. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you.
I tell you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play with confidence on the interior, and that's a result of his vertical.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for the 76ers. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. George comes in for Oubre, and it's Tyrese Maxey in for Lowry.
Paul George, Tyrese Maxey.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey to the paint. Stolen by Drummond. Fast break, Philadelphia. Moving it up. Here's Martin. Back to Maxey. The kid with a rebound. Celtics trail by 4. 1:33 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Pritchard. Hits the three-pointer. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Martin. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. The 3 sends it home from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
Porzingis with a screen on George. Tatum can't hit. The 76ers have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. And the shot goes. George has got 7 points in the game.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
So it's Boston now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. There's Tatum with the 3. Count it. He's 4 for 8 now.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
George's shot is off.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Count it.
How about that? The quick feet, quick thinking makes the play an easy one in screen and roll action for Jason Tatum.
George outside. From outside the arc. And he can't get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Sixers on top. They lead by 1. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum. Their measurement of the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend? Man, the dunk contest is so much fun, and you guys have judged it.
Yes, Ernie, we've both been judges, but only one of us has participated.
Yeah, that's because I saved my dunker for the games, Kenny, really, when it counted.
Or maybe just you weren't good enough to participate in the dunk contest.
And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Taking a look at the 76ers. George and Martin looking to produce at the forward spots. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown in pick-and-roll play. Just gets to his spot and scores it.
Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside, Brown. Over George. Porzingis tips it. The rebound by Embiid. The 76ers shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. George passes to Embiid. Shot from the wing. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kelly Oubre.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Celtics trail by 3. Tatum passes to Brown. Tatum with a screen. Releases. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Maxey, that's good. And the 76ers lead by 3.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game. Outside White. Shot on the wing. Another one falls for Boston.
You have to be dialed in from the mid-range. Derek White says, I can do that too, folks.
Maxey against Holiday. Pass to Martin. George outside. Embiid, a screen on Brown. Down low. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 10. Embiid, a screen on Holiday. Drops in the layup for 2. Maxey's got 12 points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Here's Porzingis. Tries again. Look at KP, strong inside.
It's really tough to game plan for Kristaps Porzingis, one of the top inside-outside threats in the entire NBA.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Richards checked in for Boston. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Oubre, he's checked in for Paul George. Martin outside. Outside Oubre. To the left wing. Embiid inside. Working on Porzingis. Soft touch off the glass.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
On the wing, Holiday. He's got 5. Off target with the open look.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Brown against Maxey. Good D by Porzingis.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Brown. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Maxey surveys. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That's his first foul of the game.
76ers substitution. Andre Drummond, Kershaw Youngsame, Kyle Lowry.
Boston has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Pass to Porzingis. Oubre with a steal. Outside Maxey. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. Maxey's got 9 points here in the second half.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
It's Brown on the wing. Plenty of space. Again, the miss by Boston. Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside Maxey. The 3 is up. The rebound, Celtics. Right side, Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the 76ers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the kid in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5.
Well, Kyle Lowry doesn't need a lot of room to get his jump shot off. Gets to the mid-range sweet spot and lets it fly.
Here's Tatum. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Horford, a screen on Lowry. Tatum with room to shoot. Oh, he missed the chippy right there. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Oubre. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Oubre. Horford, a screen on Oubre. Tatum from long range. He drops it from range.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Lowry outside. Pass to Embiid. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Horford, a screen on Lowry. Pritchard. Off the mark there with a three. The 76ers shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Lowry, the pass to Embiid. Six on the shot clock. Can't cash it in from the high post. Celtics trail by 4. On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Oubre. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
Lowry into the lane. Tatum with some nice D.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
From the top of the key. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Hey, Boston, let's get loud for Celtics Entertainment. Attention fans now on the court. Is your high squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Welcome, teacher.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And stolen by Brown. White for three. To tie it up. Running the floor. Porzingis caps off the break.
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of the game. He delivers.
For three, Maxey. The Sixers again can't hit.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Porzingis with a screen on George. And here's Brown for three. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with a big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Can they get it? The shot, no good. Good D by Porzingis. Boston leading by 3. Pass to White. Outside Tatum. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Sixers. And here's Martin for 3. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. White looking it over. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter here. Good. And the Celtics lead by 5.
I think you can count on Derek White to take smart shots. Does so right there.
Maxey against Holiday. Now here's Embiid. Defense is right there.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And we have to take another look at that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
.44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Maxey finds Embiid. Oh, putting in the work. Embiid finishes inside.
These are the moments Embiid loves. Enjoys being the player for this team to take and make clutch shots.
Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Maxey off the inbound. He goes up again. The putback. Martin outside. The 3-ball. Holiday grabs the miss. So we see the Celtics get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
PlayStation